The darkest shadow of the cursed founding lies in the secret purges, a systematic effort by the Inquisition and the High Lords of Terra to silently annihilate chapters deemed too flawed or too unstable. Whispers tell of gene seed mutations so horrific, flesh turning to liquid, minds unraveling in hours, that entire brotherhoods were declared Excommunicate Traitoris and hunted down by their own kin. Official records don't list their names, only cryptic references like Project 22X failed to stabilise. In some cases, entire worlds were sterilised to contain the taint. The most chilling rumour is that some purged chapters didn't die. They hid, bitter and broken, still bearing the Emperor's mark, but loyal only to their own vengeance. These purges are the Imperium's buried sins, a horror it dares not speak aloud. The cursed founding is shrouded in mystery, but one of its most haunting tales surrounds the Lamenters, a chapter plagued by unnatural misfortune. Though genetically descended from the noble Blood Angels, their existence is marked by relentless tragedy. In one campaign, nearly the entire chapter was wiped out, not by an enemy, but by a warp storm that seemingly targeted them. Some in the Inquisition whisper whether the Lamenters' curse isn't chance, but a punishment tied to forbidden gene alchemy from the cursed founding's darkest experiments. Their rare survivors are noble, loyal, and heartbreakingly doomed, forever battling fate itself. The mystery of their cursed luck and their refusal to surrender makes them a haunting and heroic enigma in the Imperium's brutal legacy. The Salamanders once transformed into the deplorable beasts they were fighting. One infamous clash, the Battle of the Shattered Spires, saw the once proud Salamanders' successors erupt into uncontrollable berserkers, their bodies warped with unnatural growths and monstrous limbs. Their own battle brothers barely recognized them as they tore through friend and foe alike. The enemy, Chaos Cultists, were horrified and fled, fearing the cursed warriors more than death itself. The Imperium's commanders had to intervene with Exterminatus-level firepower just to stop the madness from spreading. These battles weren't just fights for survival, they were desperate attempts to contain abominations born from flawed gene seed, turning loyal heroes into uncontrollable beasts. The battlefield became a grim theatre of horror and shattered loyalty. One whispered secret is that certain chapters, thought to be pure descendants of loyal Primarchs, actually carry strands of corrupted gene seed crafted in secret during the cursed founding. These hidden alterations were intended to create super soldiers with strange, unpredictable abilities, only to backfire catastrophically. Some chapters show bizarre mutations or psychic phenomena with no clear explanation, hinting at these shadowy origins. The Imperium buries this knowledge deep to avoid panic, but these hidden gene seed origins fuel rumours of wolves in sheep's armour, warriors who might suddenly turn against the Emperor. The truth behind these origins remains one of the Imperium's most dangerous mysteries. Some rogue apothecaries went beyond their sacred duty in the cursed founding, experimenting in forbidden ways with the very essence of space marine life. Driven by obsession, or madness, they secretly altered gene seed samples, creating monstrous mutations or unholy hybrids in hidden labs. One infamous rogue apothecary, known only as Brother Cain, is rumoured to have unleashed a plague of corrupted gene seed that spread through an entire chapter, turning loyal warriors into mindless, flesh-rending beasts. Worse still, these apothecaries often vanished without a trace, leaving behind shattered chapters and whispered rumours of betrayal. The Imperium hunts them relentlessly, but the shadows of their experiments still ripple through the bloodlines of the cursed founding, a chilling reminder that the cure can sometimes be worse than the disease. Entire chapters disappearing is among the darkest mysteries of the cursed founding. Brotherhoods erased from history as if swallowed by the void. Some vanished during warp storms, others during battles that left no survivors, but the strangest cases involve chapters that simply stopped answering Imperial calls. Their homeworlds went silent, their fortress monasteries abandoned, with no records of rebellion or corruption. Rumours suggest these disappearances weren't accidents, but desperate secretive purges or attempts by the Imperium to quarantine deadly gene seed corruption. Even more unsettling, a few scattered survivors have surfaced, claiming their chapters were cursed to wander lost in the warp, forever hunted by unseen warriors. These vanishings haunt the Imperium's collective memory, a grim reminder that some sins are too terrible to acknowledge. The Adeptus Mechanicus' experimentation ethics plunged into morally grey and often horrific territory during the Cursed Founding. To salvage failing gene seed, they secretly conducted brutal experiments blending ancient Xenos biotechnology and arcane machine spirits with Space Marine DNA, turning loyal warriors into grotesque cyborg abominations or creating unstable hybrid forms that could barely control their own bodies. Some Mechanicus sects believed such sacrifices were necessary for the Imperium's survival, while others saw it as playing God, tampering with forces beyond comprehension. Entire chapters were subjected to these clandestine experiments, their fates hidden beneath layers of techno-religious secrecy. The true cost is broken minds, shattered brotherhoods, and a chilling question: how far can the quest for perfection justify the destruction of humanity's greatest defenders? The Flame Falcons, one of the Cursed Founding's most tragic chapters, faced near total annihilation due to corrupted gene seed. In a forbidden ritual known only as the Flame Falcons' apotheosis, their chapter master and surviving apothecaries attempted to bond their souls directly with the warp to purge the taint. Instead, they ignited an uncontrollable psychic inferno that consumed much of their fortress monastery and scorched entire battlefields. Survivors were either burned beyond recognition or forever marked by flickering flames in their eyes. The Imperium officially declared the chapter destroyed, but whispered rumours tell of scattered Flame Falcons still wandering, their bodies wreathed in ghostly fire, warriors cursed to burn eternally, neither fully alive nor dead. Their apotheosis became a blazing symbol of hubris and despair within the Cursed Founding's darkest legacy. The sons of Antaeus, born from the Cursed Founding, were famed for their brutal strength and unbreakable honour. But their downfall lies in a shocking secret. Their gene seed carried a dormant mutation that amplified aggression to uncontrollable levels during battle. Over time, this mutation warped their minds, driving entire companies into bloodlust so fierce they slaughtered allies as easily as enemies. The Imperium branded them as a danger, forcing a brutal purge to contain the chaos within. Yet, whispers persist that some sons of Antaeus vanished into the void, refusing to submit, becoming feral warriors lost to madness, forever hunting the shadows. Their tragic saga is a haunting reminder that even the strongest bloodline can turn on itself, consumed by the very power meant to protect humanity. Inquisitor Kryptman's investigations into the Cursed Founding uncovered secrets so dark they threatened to shake the foundations of the Imperium itself. Tasked with probing the mysterious failures and disappearances of several Space Marine chapters, Kryptman unearthed evidence of deliberate sabotage within Gene Seed labs, experiments that blurred the line between science and heresy. His reports hinted at rogue Mechanicus factions secretly manipulating Gene Seed and even implicating some chapters in unholy pacts to survive their mutations. Kryptman's inquiries were met with fierce resistance. Many powerful figures sought to bury his findings to prevent panic, yet fragments of his work reveal a horrifying truth. The Cursed Founding was not just an accident of flawed genetics, but a tangled web of betrayal, dark secrets, and hidden agendas. His relentless pursuit of the truth made him both a hero and a marked man.